this video, we're going to apply the properties of exponents to decimal bases. So again, this exponent is telling us to take what's inside the parentheses here and multiply it to itself that many times. So I'm going to take 0.1 and multiply it to 0.1. Now, something special about multiplying decimals like this, how many numbers are after the decimal point is going to be how many numbers are going to be over here in your answer. This has 2 numbers behind the decimal point. So my answer is going to have 2 numbers after the decimal point. So what I do is I multiply these numbers together. 1 times 1 is 1. And then any spots I have left over, I put a 0 there. So these two multiplied together is 0.01. So let's try another example like that. This exponent tells me to multiply what's inside the parentheses that many times to itself. 0.1 times 0.1 times 0.1 times 0.1. My answer is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 numbers after the decimal point. I multiply these numbers together. 1 times 1 is 1, times 1 is 1, times 1 is 1. A 1 goes there on the end, and these spots that are left over, zeros go in those spots. So my answer is 0.0001. Let's look at our next example. I'm going to take what's inside the parentheses, and this exponent tells me I need to multiply that to itself that many times. 0.02 times 0.02 times 0.02. My answer is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to have 6 numbers behind the decimal place. Let me go through that again. I'll look how many numbers are behind this decimal. It's 2. How many are behind this one? 2. How many are behind this one? 2. There's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 numbers. I multiply the numbers that are not 0 together. 2 times 2 is 4. Times 2 is 8. Put that on the end, and these other spots I need to put zeros in it. So my answer is 0.000008. Let's try that with this one. This exponent is telling me to multiply what's inside the parentheses that many times to itself. That's 0.03 times 0.03 times 0.03 times 0.03. My answer is going to have how many numbers behind this decimal point? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I start multiplying these numbers that are not 0 together. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27, and 27 times 3 is 81. This is the number I put on the end here. These blank spots, I put zeros in all those spots right there. So my answer after multiplying these together, 0.0000, see how many zeros I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 1. Our next example. This exponent is going to tell me to multiply this inside the parentheses to itself that many times. 0.1 times 0.1 times 0.1 times 0.1. 0. How many numbers am I going to have after this decimal point? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Multiply the numbers that are not 0 together. 1 times 1 is 1, times 1 is 1, times 1 is 1. These Spots that are empty, I place zeros in those. My answer is 0.0001. This exponent tells me I need to multiply this to itself that many times. 0.02 times 0.02. How many numbers are going to be after the decimal point? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I multiply these numbers together that are not 0. 2 times 2 is 4. I put it on the end, and these spots I put my zeros. So my answer is 0.0004. My next example. Anything raised to 0 power is 1. The exponent on the outside tells me how many times I multiply what's on the inside. 0.8. There's only 1. Then that's my answer.